My lovers, Scorpio Nation and their lovers, and anyone who is watching, thank you for being so patient with your reading. By now, most of you would know that my dad had a heart attack about 2 days ago, so I've been kind of caught up in that, and then so that's what caused the delays, and I had to reschedule some of my readings, my private readings and stuff, and everybody's been so good and so gracious about it. Thank you so much. And to all of you that have been sending so much love and light and healing energies, thank you. You guys have it lit up like a Christmas tree. I really trekked to him spiritually this morning, and he was just all ablaze with light. So thank you so very much. It is just so, overwhelming to receive your love like that. So thank you very much. Okay, all right, Scorpio. So let me get to your reading. All right, so Scorpio, when you're watching these readings for love, you're not just going to watch your sun sign. You're going to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and your rising sign. And then you're going to watch your person's placements in those areas. Because when it comes to soul connections, the energies can be flipped, vice versa. Flipped or vice versa. And even mirrored, especially if you are twins or higher level soulmates. You're usually, going through the same issues, just on different levels of consciousness. And it is not uncommon as well to have come from the same childhood experiences and all that, and that's what makes your situation so unique in that way. That's how you're able to best help each other heal, by mirroring back to that other person themselves. Okay, underneath the deck, somebody's going through the spiritual awakening, and they are also ablaze with light. Okay, so they are going through that transformative process right now, trying to follow their light, trying to follow their heart, and trying to follow their intuition. This is such scorpionic energy that we have here. Okay, all right, and then you're not going to keep yourself in an astrological box, Scorpio. If a title calls to you, that's your spirit guides leading you to a particular message. Remember, this is a general reading, so everything is not going to resonate for everybody. But you are going to use your discernment and see what is for you and what is definitely not for you. All right, so we're going to paint a profile of your picture. One more thing before I start. I provide support for twin flames and higher level soulmates. So if you're single and looking for someone, most likely these readings will not resonate with you, okay? All right, so let's paint a picture of your person. All right, they're in the magician's energy, which is beautiful because it really resonates with what we saw underneath the deck. Someone really tapping into that spiritual energy there, okay? And the magician is about making shit happen, okay? He's the male counterpart to the high priestess, but the high priestess doesn't make shit happen. She doesn't have to. She knows everything, and all she has to do is receive. The magician, he is the one that pushes his power out there and takes something from the 5D and grounds it into the 3D. So this is someone who's manifesting. What they're manifesting, we're going to find out. I'll pull some cards. Let's check on their emotional body. So that's definitely someone standing in their power, especially their spiritual power. Now, the magician could also be a master manipulator because you're manipulating the elements. And if someone can manipulate the elements, then they can surely manipulate people, right? So we're going to see what that means. Alrighty. Let's see the emotional self. The emotional body. What's happening? Paranoia. Their mind is going into overdrive right now. Thinking about so many different things, so many permutations. So weird, kind of substance abuse message coming through. Something with roid rage, or some kind of not really versed on the use of substances really, but like show me like the paranoia that comes from using certain substances, especially at a young age. All right, we're gonna go through this, but this is someone definitely like has a little bit of a persecution complex, maybe feeling that people are out to get them. This could also maybe signal some sort of mental health issue. Okay, so let's keep an eye. We'll keep an eye on that. What are they healing right now? What are they healing? So wait, I've never gotten that substance abuse issue with that. I always think it's overthinking. But sometimes jealousy. Not that. Okay, let's see. What are they healing right now? A pathological liar. And you see, this is why that Master Manipulator came up. Because usually when I see this card in this deck, I usually think, okay, well, someone in their power, they're manifesting. But I got that Master Manipulator coming through. So we have a pathological liar coming through. So it ties in also with the mental health issue. So they might be paranoid about other people trying to deceive them and all that. But it's only because they're this Master Manipulator. They are judging you or other people from their own frame of reference. Let's see what they're experiencing right now on their twin flame soulmate journey. We have Cancer. Okay, so some of them may be ill, could have cancer, but Cancer is about the intuition, and we saw that underneath the deck of this pile with that spiritual awakening, because that moon was quite prominent in the forefront. So this is someone following their intuition. Cancer and also Virgo, that's here. One of those that I call the natural mystics, and also Scorpio, the natural mystics of the zodiac. I mean, this is their forte, the intuition and feeling and all those emotions that we usually associate with feminine energy, because Cancer is the Queen of Cups. And Cancer is the Chariot. So it's about using your intuition to move forward in life and to really get yourself out of any kind of situation, which is what the Magician also does. There could be something coming through about Cancerian season. So June going into July could be something that's significant as well. So we're going to pull cards on this. We're going to see what's happening in your person's family at this point in time. So we could get a message about the family that they grew up in, or if your person has their own family now, we could get a message about what's happening there. Now, this is the Family Feud deck made by All Soul Sister Tiffany, 160 cards. So we have poison. It's the food. Now it could tie in with this paranoia that your person's experiencing, or it could be that someone, oh my God, I wouldn't say someone's trying to poison your person, but maybe they could be trying to make your person ill, because they are showing me right now they're showing me a picture of somebody putting Visine into somebody's food or something like that. Or your person could have been ill for a long time and didn't know that it was the food that they were consuming. Or I'm also getting a message about, people that drink the Kool-Aid, the people that's kind of brainwashed. So they could have come from a family where there was some sort of heavy programming. And I think your person might be now realizing how much that programming has poisoned their relationships and really sabotage their life. So there's that's coming through as well. And then we do have a sibling rivalry that's coming through. Okay, so there's some kind of tension and conflict in the family, and it is associated to the messaging they received from caregivers. Okay. Yeah, however they were nourished, or however they were fed, like psychologically, it looks like it's been sabotaging all their relationships, including those with their own family members. It's not just possibly you or their romantic relationships. It looks like all of their relationships. Your person might be one of those competitors. And as I said, healthy competition is good. But a competitor sees everyone as competition, including their own intimate partner. So whilst they're trying to be a partner to someone, they may see you as a rival and sabotage you. You are the enemy, and they will treat you as such. They're always there planning and doing these little machinations in order to come out on top or to have the advantage in the relationship, and not realizing those kind of maneuvers should really be reserved for the battlefield or perhaps the workspace, but maybe not even. You are the enemy. Let's get a message from the 3D stuff, and then we're going to go into all these cards so we can make it make sense. Let's see what their 3D self wants to let you know. We have prolonged separation due to significant past life karma and lessons that need to be learned for soul mission and union. So this is not even a message from them. It is a message from the universe. Okay, this is why you and your love might have been separated for a long time, because you guys agreed to transmute this karma. And because I see sibling rivalry and poison it's the food, I'm thinking it's also ancestral karma, not just your own personal karma as well. And they're saying that everything that is happening should be happening and was meant to happen in order to prepare you guys for your mission together. Okay, whatever mission that is. And your mission separately as well. And then for union, because clearly this person's not ready for any kind of union energies, with them coming out in this paranoia, pathological liar, the master manipulator, someone who's been programmed, and someone who's in competitor mode, going into a relationship with this sort of person, okay, will always result in conflict, because they are conflicted within. They are conflicted within. And remember, if this is your twin, or if this is your higher level soulmate, there's also a message somewhere in here for you too. It could be that you also look at your relationships as some kind of, that you must gain some kind of competitive advantage. Maybe look at it as a chess game that needs to be played. And anytime you approach a relationship like that, where you're guarded and you feel like you always have to have this plan to outmaneuver them and gain the advantage, you're just going to sabotage your relationship, because clearly there's no trust. Okay, all right, so let's see what's going on with the Magician. Let's see what Spirit gave us, and let's bring this story together. All right, so this person wants to manifest their complete happiness. All right, I feel like this person knows that you are their lover. I do feel so, and I think they do want to build this relationship, invest in this relationship, put that first foundation block with this Page of Pentacles and these two massive pentacles here. So we're talking about grounding something to the 3D. So this is them manifesting. Okay, they're trying to manifest this awesome love. They see that it's their lineage, they see that that's their ancestry, this is the path that their ancestry is supposed to take. They see that. They may want to come forward with an apology if it is needed, okay, but they definitely want to reach out. They definitely want to ground this connection, but they are paranoid. What are they paranoid about? They're paranoid that it ain't going to work, okay? Page of Cups in reverse. That is not going to work, and it's going to be just like their childhood, because the page is a child, and any child in reverse in my readings, okay, is a child that has been interrupted, meaning that whatever happened in their childhood stunted, especially their emotional growth, okay? Page of Cups talks about the emotions. So this child, their emotional body, there's something that happened there that stunted their growth in that particular area, okay? So they are paranoid that this, this thing is just an illusion, Okay, that this thing is not love, it's something that's in their head. They're paranoid that it's not going to grow, it's not going to work, and that you don't really love them. And this is just something that they imagined. They're wondering if they invest in this, is it going to turn out that like their other relationships? And because they keep going back and forth in their head with this madness, trying to figure out, should I invest? Should I not invest? Maybe this is just not love. It's just an illusion in my head. La, 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 la. They get trapped in those thoughts. They get trapped inside that head of theirs. Some of you might need to watch a Libra reading because there was still very much a message like that. And this is what makes it difficult for your person to walk away from their addictions. Okay, because Eight of Cups talks about walking away from toxic situations, to walk away from their addictions, to walk away from their toxic relationships. Could be toxic family members. It looks like, because poison is toxin. Okay, toxic family members. It makes it very difficult because your person just does not feel safe enough to make a decision for their life. What if they screw up again? What if it's just like their other relationships and it ends up being imbalanced, with them being the overgiver and them being the only person that's in love and the other person is using them? So there's a lot of what ifs that are being bandied about in your person's head right now. Now, what are they healing? The pathological liar. Let's see what's going on with that. What's this about? Now, they could have been lying to themselves or just not being authentic, or they can actually be a pathological liar. We have a Four of Swords, so a card of healing. So Spirit wants us to definitely get a message. This is something that they're healing. This is something that they're actively working on. And it looks like they may have been inauthentic in the past because they had an issue with boundaries. Okay? They had an issue showing their true self to the world. They had an issue saying no. Saying no to people. So sometimes they make up little shit. Oh, no, I can't do that because I am blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's lying. Okay? I think we all do it from time to time. Maybe you don't want to go somewhere and you make up some kind of excuse and all that, right? So this person had a lack of boundaries. There's a lack of boundaries there. And I think their heart as well also kind of closed off. And I also think in the past, your person was very manipulative. Because look, the King of Cups in reverse is coming out. Now, in my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. And this is the card of the Master Manipulator. Okay? So I do think in the past, your person was quite closed off. And Spirit is saying, we have this Empress in reverse coming out. Okay? And that's a karmic energy, a feminine karmic energy. So this could have been related to some kind of wound from the mother energy in their life. Okay? So this is something that they are trying to heal. Now they're in this Cancer energy here, which is highly intuitive. And Cancer is also the Chariot. So that's them moving forward. Let's see what this is about. We have Six of Wands in reverse. So we're tapping into someone who is very, very sensitive. And I'm also getting someone who has a low self-esteem. Six of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They worry a lot about so many different things. And we got that. Okay, so we're getting confirmation of the message. You're dealing with someone, I don't want to say a conspiracy theorist, but definitely there's some kind of persecution complex that's going on. They worry about everything. They're trying to heal this. Okay, Spirit is working with them to heal this so that they can love themselves and view situations from a balanced rather than a skewed point of view. But it's going to take some time. All this person has known is toxicity. From the moment they were born, Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay? They've always given their power away to other people. So this is something that they're actively working on. I think they're very much in touch with their spirit guides, their higher self, and their whoever they consider or whatever they consider to be source energy. They're getting a lot of downloads and also they're working on it, but it's definitely a work in progress. Now we have poison is the food. Let's see what that's about. I don't understand that one. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay. I think your person is realizing that they grew up in a very toxic environment. Okay. They were fed toxicity. I heard from their mother's breast. I heard that. Okay. So from the moment this person was born, they were born into a very toxic dynamic. And it's like they're showing me this person crawling out of this dark well. So it is literally, a crawl that they have to make, this upward crawl out of this toxicity, out of this codependency, to really get to the light. All this person has ever known is to give their power away. But now they're being asked to be this Queen of Swords, to speak their truth, to tell their truth, to stand in their power. So this is what they're trying to do. But they've always been in a toxic situation. They're only now learning to love themselves and to speak up. I'm also getting, maybe they come from a family where addiction is quite strong. And I'm talking about substances. For some of them, I'm hesitating because I don't know how to put it across. And the words just slipped me, the name. What do they call those children that are born addicted to drugs? I know I'm not putting it in the most politically correct way. I cannot find the word in my brain right now. You guys will tell me down below. There's so much specialists and stuff following this channel. I'm not, but I know this label. I'm sorry, guys. For some of them, they were born addicted to drugs. I don't know. The label slips me today. I don't know. My brain's not working today, guys. I'm sorry. For the life of me, I can't bring it. Anyway, sibling rivalry. They've always been in a toxic situation. I think there's a history of addiction in their family. Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles. And the Moon reverse. So your person, they want to do something different. I think they're looking at their family differently. And they're seeing the shadows. I think your person has always thought that this is normal family behavior. This is how normal family behaves. They're toxic, very passive aggressive, that kind of thing. But your person's realizing, no, this is not it. In fact, this is quite dysfunctional and maybe even narcissistic, because I only have 2 narcissist cards in tarot, and it is the Sun card reverse and the King of Swords reverse. And look, the Sun card reverse. So your person grew up with a lot of narcissistic family members, okay, and they thought that this was just normal. Giving away your power is normal. Addiction is normal. All the passive aggressive, all that is normal. So they kind of recreated that with all their relationships. But now they realize, wait, this is crazy. In fact, this is unbalanced, because look, we have feminine energy represented by the Moon in reverse, and masculine energy represented by the Sun also in reverse. So in this person's family, everything is dysfunctional. But as they heal, they're also healing their family group, their family line, and they're ending this big cycle. So for your person, as they're changing, so is their family changing. Okay, so they're definitely on their soul mission right now. Believe it or not, they're doing exactly what they came here to do. And that's why the separation has been kind of prolonged for you guys. Okay, because there's this distorted feminine energy that your person and yourself, they're meant to transmute. For some people, your person may have a karmic partner with this Empress in reverse here. But again, this is all meant to happen. Whatever is happening, Spirit is saying should be happening. There's no delay. This is what is supposed to happen. You guys are meant to be in separation at this point in time. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's not ready to ground, Spirit is saying. There's still some karma with for some of you, it's definitely a karmic partner with that 6 of Cups in reverse. All right, so let's see your person's heart space energy for you. Your person's heart space energy. When they think of you and they think of this connection, Scorpio, whoever's watching, where is their heart at? We have the Five of Cups. My goodness. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, so that's Cancerian. That's in reverse. All water, very emotional time. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So when they think about you, this person is in recognition of how unbalanced the situation was in the past. And I think there's a lot of regret and shame that they think about when they think about you, because you have always been open. You've always been open. You've always been grounded. You've always been giving. You've always embraced them with your arms open, your total heart. Okay, you've always been vulnerable. Her whole breast, her whole front is vulnerable for attack, and they have been an absolute frog, keeping distance between you guys. For some of you guys, there may be a family situation that lies in between you guys. Okay, so they're here, they're deep in their emotions and seeing things from a different perspective, seeing it through your eyes, and they're really not liking what they're seeing. They've not been that prince or princess. They've been absolutely horrible to you. Yeah, they realize something is wrong, right? Their heart is closed. They're seeing this now, okay? They weren't ready for this relationship and they blocked their heart off. And the Queen of Cups, again, just like the King of Cups, can be quite manipulative, okay? This is the emotional blackmailer, okay? Right? So they're realizing that they just weren't their best self. For some of them, they're with a karmic partner who's also manipulative, okay? So they're also comparing you and that person, and there's a lot of regrets that they feel because they feel like they made the wrong choice. But quite frankly, this is how it was meant to work. This is how the karma was meant to be transmuted. This is how the karmic lessons were meant to be learned. Things are going absolutely as they should. But your person right now, very, very sad. There could even be some kind of depression that's here. Okay, but either way, the person does not think that they deserve you. You are a whole queen here, and they are just a frog. How are you blocking this connection? We have the Hermit. It looks like you're kind of isolating yourself, okay? I think you maybe have stepped back from the situation and you're just in your little man or woman cave, okay? Maybe it's non-binary. You're in your cave and you're just seeing about yourself, keeping yourself warm by the fire here, might be doing some reading. Okay, you are on your soul mission. Some of you are writing. Some of you experimenting with different herbal remedies. You're focusing on your spirituality, and healing yourself and getting yourself as comfortable as possible in your little nest. Some of you are working hard as well, building your own home or your own empire. So you're not studying this person. How are we blocking this connection? We have Seven of Cups. Some of you are exploring your options, okay? You're just like, you know what? Well, I'm no longer going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm just going to get out there and see what's out there for me. Maybe this connection isn't for me, so I'm just going to see what's out there. And for others, you're like your person, I think, very much in your head, thinking about the different things that can go wrong. And, you know, there's so much confusion in the headspace as well. Yeah. I remember when we want to manifest, we're not going to attach ourselves to the outcome, but we do have to envision, we do have to dream of what we want. And if we're there going from option to option to option, then the universe just really doesn't know what we want to manifest into this reality. So you have to take a little time out and get yourself clear as to what you want to happen. Do you want this person or do you not? Are you feeling confused? Do you want to be on another path? You got to make yourself clear to the universe here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, you're just studying your own money right now, okay? You could be burying yourself in work, okay, very much in the material world, maybe getting yourself grounded, but I think some of you guys might be using your work and your finances, your abundance, and your achievements, because that's what Capricorn energy is all about. It's about achievements, it's about power, you know, it's about prestige. You could be using that as a kind of compensation for the way things are going in the relationship right now. You could be trying to bury your pain and your sorrow in these things instead of really focusing on healing. Okay, so based on what we're seeing here, Scorpio, their lovers, whoever's watching, guys, I'm not my best today. What can you expect will be this person's actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have Starlight in reverse. That's a star card in reverse. Aquarius energy. We have the Moon in reverse. And they're all major arcana, Cancerian energy. Pisces as well. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I think your person's going to be spending a lot of time alone. I think they're going to be feeling left out. You're here in your warm, cozy fire. Remember, you're here. Warm, cozy fire. And they're here out, huddled in the cold. Maybe with somebody else. It could be with somebody else. But either way, they're not comfortable at all. Begging for the crumbs from this other person. Okay, so they're going to be very much alone, feeling unsupported, feeling left out. But this is going to allow for a lot of shadow work. I think a lot of your person's wounding with the star card in reverse is going to come to the forefront, and they're going to have a lot of time to actually think about it and really process their pain. I think that's what they're going to be doing. Okay, so what is the advice for you? What is the advice? We have faith in the process, trust the process, okay? And that's exactly the message that we got. We just have to trust the process. Everything that is happening should be happening. I know sometimes it feels like your person might be messing up, or you're afraid that you're not making the right choice. No, Spirit's saying you are exactly where you need to be. Your person's exactly where you need to be. This is the plan. And it's a card number 32, which reduces to 5. And 5 is about the Hierophant, the spiritual lesson, okay? So Spirit's saying, trust the process. Let's see. Card number 32. It says, no matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. Okay, so right now you might be in a kind of void energy. You're just feeling like you're kind of drifting. Kind of like how I feel today, actually. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our own trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, and that is of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniable persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does it suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there's something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize you are part of a greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves a greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the processes and the events that are happening. There's nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily, and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. You have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and my wisdoms, for I love you and I'm guiding you onto what is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. That's your little postcard from Spirit. So there's a healing process here, and you can listen to it first, and if it resonates, then you can play it back and do it yourself, right? It says, say aloud, I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others around me. I trust in this now, and through unconditional love, so be it. Okay? So trust in the process. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay? There's nothing else. Just have faith. All right, my loves. That was your reading. I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye.